What if I told you that the ancient nation of Israel, which was once united under Kings David and Solomon, eventually split apart, causing 10 of its tribes to disappear? These tribes faded from history, scattered across the globe in ways that continue to be discovered today. The 12 tribes of Israel are fundamental to biblical history, but the fate of the 10 lost tribes is still one of the greatest mysteries of the Bible. Before we continue, please subscribe to support our channel. Where did they go? Are they still out there? And what role might they play in the biblical prophecies about the end times? The Bible tells us that God chose these tribes for a special purpose, but due to rebellion and sin, they were scattered to all corners of the earth. Today, groups from Ethiopia, India, Asia, and even the Americas claim to be descendants of these lost tribes. Could their return fulfill ancient prophecies? What does this mean for the final chapter of human history? In this video, we will explore the biblical origins of the 12 tribes of Israel, look into how 10 of them were lost, and examine the claims of modern groups who believe they are their descendants. Most importantly, we will explore the prophetic significance of their potential return in the end times. Wisdom of the Bible will guide you through this journey, revealing how these ancient prophecies are still being fulfilled today. The origins of the 12 tribes of Israel can be traced back to Jacob, the grandson of Abraham, who had 12 sons. At a pivotal moment, Jacob wrestled with God and was renamed Israel, which means one who struggles with God. His 12 sons became the founders of the 12 tribes, each receiving a portion of the promised land. The sons of Jacob and the tribes they fathered are Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Asher, Issachar, Zebulun, Joseph, whose 2 sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, each received their own inheritance, and Benjamin. Together these tribes formed the nation of Israel. The tribes of Judah and Benjamin settled in the southern kingdom, while the other 10 tribes, often called the northern kingdom, lived in the north under the leadership of tribes like Ephraim and Manasseh. As Jacob prophesied in Genesis 49, each tribe had its own unique destiny. Sadly, their disobedience to God led to their scattering and eventual disappearance from history. After King Solomon's reign, the United Kingdom of Israel was divided. The southern kingdom, called Judah, was mainly made up of the tribes of Judah and Benjamin. The northern kingdom, known as Israel, included the other 10 tribes: Reuben, Simeon, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Asher, Issachar, Zebulun, Ephraim, and Manasseh. The northern kingdom quickly fell into idolatry and rebellion against God. Despite warnings from prophets like Hosea and Amos, the people continued to reject God's covenant. In 722 BC, God's judgment came in the form of the Assyrian Empire, which invaded the northern kingdom, captured its people, and scattered them throughout Assyria. The Assyrian king deported the Israelites to various regions, including Hala, Gozan, the Habor River, and the towns of the Medes. Over time, the identity of these 10 tribes became unclear, leading to their being called the lost tribes of Israel. But are they truly lost? Or are they simply waiting to be revealed in the end times? The disappearance of the 10 lost tribes of Israel is one of the most captivating mysteries in biblical history. After the Assyrian invasion, these tribes were scattered across the empire, blending into surrounding cultures. However, the Bible and Jewish tradition suggest that these 10 tribes are not completely lost. They are waiting for a prophetic return. Igbo, Nigeria. The Igbo people believe they are descended from the lost tribes of Israel, particularly from Gad and Zebulun. Their cultural practices include circumcision and dietary restrictions. Many Igbo think their ancestors were part of the lost tribes scattered during the Assyrian conquest. Though their claims have not been widely accepted, interest in their connection to ancient Israel is growing. Lemba, Zimbabwe and South Africa. The Lemba people claim descent from the tribe of Levi. Their oral history says their ancestors came from the Middle East to Africa long ago. Their customs, including circumcision and dietary laws, have intrigued scholars. Recent DNA tests have shown that many of the Lemba carry a genetic marker linked to the priestly line of Aaron, reinforcing their claim to be descendants of Levi. The Bible assures us that the lost tribes are not forgotten by God. Their return is central to end-time prophecies. Ezekiel 37 offers a vivid vision of their regathering in the Valley of Dry Bones prophecy, where God promises to breathe life into the scattered tribes and reunite them with Judah. Before we continue, please subscribe to support our channel. I will make them one nation in the land, on the mountains of Israel. There will be one king over all of them, and they will never again be two nations or divided into two kingdoms. Ezekiel 37:22. This prophecy speaks of a time when the lost tribes will be restored and reunited with the southern kingdom of Judah, forming a unified Israel under the Messiah. In Isaiah 11:12, the prophet speaks of a second regathering of Israel, where God will bring his people back from all corners of the world. He will raise a banner for the nations and gather the exiles of Israel. He will assemble the scattered people of Judah from the four corners of the earth. And this verse points to a global regathering that includes the lost tribes. Revelation 7 also mentions the 12 tribes of Israel, with 144,000 individuals, 12,000 from each tribe, sealed for protection during the Great Tribulation. This reaffirms that the lost tribes still have a significant role in God's final plan for humanity. Their return is a crucial part of biblical prophecy, leading to the Messianic age. Beit Israel, Ethiopian Jews. Claiming descent from the tribe of Dan, the Beit Israel have lived in Ethiopia for centuries, preserving unique Jewish customs. They observe the Sabbath, practice circumcision, and follow kosher dietary laws. Their tradition says they migrated from Israel to Ethiopia through Egypt. In the late 20th century, through operations like Operation Moses, 1984, and Operation Solomon, 1991, thousands of Ethiopian Jews were airlifted to Israel, seen by many as fulfilling biblical prophecy. Over the centuries, various groups around the world have claimed to be descended from these tribes, keeping ancient Jewish customs and beliefs alive despite their isolation. Some of these groups are well known today, while others remain lesser known. Here's a look at some groups that believe they are descendants of the lost tribes. Bene Israel, Indian Jews. Mainly found in western India, the Bene Israel trace their ancestry to the lost tribe of Ephraim. According to their tradition, their ancestors were shipwrecked on the Indian coast and established a Jewish community. Despite limited contact with other Jewish communities, they maintained a strong Jewish identity and customs. In recent years, some Bene Israel have moved to Israel, adding to the diversity of its Jewish population. Pashtun tribes, Afghanistan and Pakistan. The Pashtun people claim descent from the tribes of Ephraim and Manasseh. Their ancient customs include practices similar to those of ancient Israel, like circumcision and dietary restrictions. Many Pashtun tribes call themselves Bani Israel, children of Israel, and have stories linking their ancestry to the northern kingdom. While the validity of these claims is debated, the persistence of their traditions is notable. As we approach the fulfillment of these prophecies, the return of the lost tribes is a powerful sign that God's plan for Israel and the world is unfolding. If you enjoyed learning about the 12 tribes of Israel and their role in the end times, please like, subscribe, and share this video from Wisdom of the Bible, where we explore how ancient prophecies shape our world today. As more groups claiming descent from the lost tribes continue to emerge, the world watches closely for the fulfillment of these ancient prophecies. Their return is a reminder that God's promises will come true, and that the return of the Messiah is near. The story of the 10 lost tribes of Israel is not over. Though their fate seemed uncertain for centuries, the Bible assures us that God has not forgotten them. Through groups like the Beit Israel of Ethiopia and the Pashtuns of Afghanistan, we are seeing the beginning of their return. Prophecies in Isaiah, Ezekiel, and Revelation tell us that these tribes will play a key role in the end times, when they will be gathered from all over the world and reunited with Judah under the rule of the Messiah. Make sure to like and subscribe for more Wisdom of the Bible.